Caller. I'm glad to get the opportunity to talk about this very important matter, and I suppose we are talking about accommodation for college students, and Kerry students have serious difficulties at different times getting accommodation in places like Limerick and Cork. And I will appreciate, Minister, that Limerick is a savage distance from some parts of Kerry, because from Killarney it's 2 hours to go to Limerick, but there are places much further west in Oireachtas, which is another hour, or down in Carrickaveen or Valinch Island or Ballinskilligs or Portmagee. Them places are very far away, and if we can't get accommodation, it is a serious problem for, and many parents find themselves in a distraught, and students as well, trying to find accommodation. And the real pressure starts, Minister, when the second round of college places are announced, because all the student accommodation that was available is gone then. And you have students trying to travel from Killarney up to Limerick in a bus and down again. And can you imagine the kind of a day that, and the pressure that's on students trying to do lectures and take in everything, and being tired and trying to be out again at 6 o'clock the following morning. So there's a serious difficulty there, Minister. And I appreciate what you're doing with the 41 weeks. But I have to ask you, Minister, what's to happen to landlords who have houses? What's to happen to them for the other 10 weeks? And if they have a mortgage, how are they going to maintain the mortgage and keep the house? Will this mean that people will opt out, that landlords will opt out of college supplying accommodation for students? It could have an adverse effect. And giving more power and authority to the RTB, I'm concerned, very concerned about this. And you see, there is the bigger question, Minister, about all accommodation. And I've asked Micheál Martin here inside, and indeed I've asked other ministers. You have a system there where you give landlords €800 tax-free to rent houses out to Ukrainians. I'm asking you there are houses all over the place not being rented out. All over Kerry, they're everywhere. But you'll have to give some incentive to landlords to rent them out, because they have 2 problems. First of all, if they're rented out, the RTB will make it very difficult for them. And if they need their house back, they can get it back. But it's different if we rent it out to the Ukrainians, who can get it back after a week, if we really want it. And that system should apply here. Well, not a week, but at a reasonable amount of time. People having to wait 12 months, 2 years or 3 years for to get their houses back. People are not interested in doing that. And on top of it, if they get €700 or €800 for the house per month, that have to pay a 52% tax on it. It's not worthwhile. And that's why the houses are vacant and empty all around Kerry and all around Cork and all the different places. And if you really want to do something and sort out accommodation, he could do it overnight by extending this tax exemption to people, landlords who rent to local Irish people. God damn it, Minister, they're our own people, and to make a big difference. Look, I'm asking the question, what's to happen the houses for the student accommodation for the other 11 weeks? Because I can see a problem there. People that own houses, they need, and if they're paying mortgages, how are they going to survive if this isn't addressed? I mean, I think there's only window dressing, while the intention might be good, but he must do more, he must answer more questions.
Thank you.